Good morning, everyone. Today we have Kim from All Living Things. Would you like to share a little bit about yourself and your business?
Sure. Thank you so much, Divine Khepera Yoga and House of Yodi, for having me. I am elated and ecstatic about the event that you all are putting on. I am Kim, owner of All Living Things LLC. It is a horticultural design and maintenance company. I specialize in succulent arrangements, indoor plant staging and maintenance, and through COVID, I started gardening. So I believe in self-sustaining. Our community will be the driving force in our success, our unification, and our survival at this point. So I'm very passionate about that, and that is a focal point of my business right now.
That's really cool. So, can you tell us how did you even get started in this lane of work?
So I did work in the field of horticulture, where you see you go to the malls and you go to offices, hospitals, and they have plants. So there are people who take care of those plants, and I was one of those persons. So there, I gained the knowledge about all types of plants, tropical plants, how to maintain them, how to treat pesticides, the soil, watering, and just learning, it's more just in, I'm going to give it some water. So I feel that was very a starting point for me in a passion that I didn't even know that I was going to have. So the only thing, doing that work, I didn't like how I was treated, or, just as a help, I didn't like that. So I got out of that field, went somewhere else, but then it was just a burning desire, like in the middle of the night, like you have to do this. And to introduce my community to plant life, because it's not a unknown thing, horticulture, period. Excuse the dogs on outside. But for us, it's scarcely known. You hear a lot of people, "Oh, I'm not a plant person. Oh, I kill anything." But we're the natural tenders, to the earth. So it comes natural to us. So I hope I answered that question.
You did.
Yes. I love that you said that the desire was born out of the pandemic, and that is a time where you said, okay, I'm going to get through this and do it for yourself. I can imagine going into these spaces doing the important work of tending to the plants. I know when I go to hospitals or anywhere that has plants, I just reach over and touch it. Like, is this real? And when it is real, I'm like, whoa, someone's doing a really good job of maintaining it, but I never get to see them do that. And it was really important when you said that we don't see it. Netflix had a series by Spike Lee called She's Gotta Have It. It was a movie first, and they remade it. And Opal is a character in the movie. And the first time I even heard the word horticulture was in the film. So I love that you're here doing this work so that someone wouldn't have to watch a show. They could see you in real life here in San Antonio.
Okay, yes, I am here. I'm originally from Atlanta. So bringing my business here, like LeBron said, I'm taking my talents to San Antonio. It's like it's wide open, and it's more, people are more receptive to it here.
Yeah.
So I definitely appreciate that.
So what do you love most about what you do?
The peace of it. It's plants is where I find my peace. If I haven't been, honored with children as of yet. So I have, I get, comfort from, I have my dog and I take care of plants. And with that, I share. Right now, it's becoming sharing about plants, because I, felt, it's a butterfly. I felt that I was an introvert and, really didn't communicate well. But when I talk about plants, I'm all open. So it's, I guess, finding myself through the journey of, it's, I don't run it like a business. I need to do better, but I run it as my passion, and I have a purpose to get a message out that we need to start taking care of ourselves through getting in touch with nature.
Right.
Because one thing the pandemic showed us is that people are fine with not being in touch. They're fine. They're okay. But then they're depleted. So there was definitely a shift and a change where there were people who thrived, and then there were people who demised.
Right.
And those who got in touch with nature thrived in all aspects. So, I could tell, we got a few COVID babies over here, right?
So, there, as you know, we have the retreat for the evening coming up on June 4th. And you will be blessing the space with your items. What are some things that people can look forward to seeing and experiencing from All Living Things at the evening retreat?
So I will have some arrangements that I made. I do love showcasing them. They are, I specialize in succulents, and that is where I started. I was like, let me find the easiest plant people can work with, and succulents is it. And coming to San Antonio, Texas, people, they orgasm over succulents. So I will have those, and I recently started, I'm trying to word it correctly, like a new division, and calling it plant therapy. And that is where I'm offering different services to aid people in dealing with issues that they may be handling, depression, traumas that they can't let go of. And studies have shown that dealing with plants, dealing with nature will raise your vibration. So I will have some plants there. I believe in aromatherapy with the natural essential oils. So I'll have a setup where people can sit with the plant, talk, meditate with it, with the aromatherapy essential oils going. So I'll have that over to the side, or I'll have another form of plant therapy where people can make their own succulent arrangements.
Ooh.
It's just getting lost in creating something, where it's something so simple. You're making a 10-inch, plant. You're just taking it, putting in another pot. That's all you're doing, and putting some rocks on it. But the process of, thinking about the root system, thinking about the soil.
Your hands dirty.
Getting your hands dirty. I don't bring gloves. I bought some gloves. But
they don't need them. I think that's part of the healing part too.
You have to touch that soil. You have to. So, and just designing it. How do I want this to look? Thinking in the future. Where am I going to put this in my house? For someone who thinks it's the end, something that simple of thinking in the future, and I can definitely attest that that's for me, that's something that I had to deal with, and finding gratitude in that. It just something so simple as making a little succulent. That's where I found that there's a purpose to make someone think, and because people are sad. So that's what I'll be doing June 4th.
Yes, that's lovely.
You have really great insight, and I'm so interested and thankful that we were able to sit and kind of pick your brain and all that you do. So where can people find you?
So I do have a website and social media. My website is www.alllivingthings.co. What my Instagram and Facebook is All Living Things LLC. I post content. I have a YouTube as well, All Living Things. I have plant tips, gardening tips there. I created a YouTube for plant therapy, and it's plant. It's like, you know how we say it, therapy. You know, plant therapy. THERPY, plant therapy, and there, it's some tips there of, just taking it, just enticing people to just take a nature walk. If you're feeling low, get out in nature, get some sun, touch a tree, hug a tree. There's nothing wrong with it, because they gonna give you some stuff. So
it's my day. It's a great experience. So I actually did get a chance to check out your YouTube channel. It's really cool.
Oh,
yeah.
Which one? The All Living Things?
Yeah, so I went onto your Instagram, I clicked I think you had a link tree or something like that, and I did see your YouTube, and I was like, she has a YouTube channel. So that's really cool. Check that out. Thank you so much. Is there anything you wanted to ask, Deja, or add before we conclude?
No, I'm grateful to have learned. I mean, it's one thing to know that, okay, there is a Black woman who has plants, and then she's hear your story coming out of Atlanta, how you got into it, that you've done it in business and then went into business for yourself, and then all the things that we can learn and gain from your mind. So I'm hoping that people really take advantage of coming to the event so they can connect with you and then take advantage of the process and the oils. And I'm really excited. So no, thank you. I have no more questions. I'm excited.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Can I plug my book?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so I wrote a book. I just published it May 1st. It is a seed to harvest gardening book. So this is, through process, through trying and failing, learning. And, I still don't call myself a master gardener, but for people who want to begin, it's a seed to harvest. So I go through, and it's a workbook. So it's activities in there where you have to put in the work. And that's going to probably be my next YouTube series of just putting that, showing people where to get your supplies from and everything. You can find that on Amazon as well. And I can send one of you ladies the link to that.
Yes, please.
So
we are grateful.
So it's available as a digital copy. Do you have any physical copy?
No, it's paperback. You will order from paperback on Amazon, and it'll be sent to you. I didn't do an ebook yet, and I don't have hard copies myself. I need to order those soon. So I will have at the event. I will definitely have a supply.
Okay, awesome. I'm glad to hear it. Thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you.